Hi, my name is Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi, and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Lautaka, and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Chelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my grog and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Rocky and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate. This is FBC News. Tonight, hours remain before start of men's sevens at Rio Olympics. Former reps back Fiji for gold at Rio. And DPP will not appeal against Praveen Bala's acquittal. On the eve of the men's sevens tournament in the Olympics, the Fiji side is brimming with confidence. Months of training and hard work comes down to this as coach Ben Ryan and his team play the first match against Brazil early tomorrow morning. Vashnil Prasad reports from Rio.
Fiji Sevens coach Ben Ryan giving his final thoughts ahead of the start of the men's sevens competition tomorrow, and he has revealed the team will bring some surprises when it runs onto the field.
You need to be a rugby aficionado to pick up some of the subtleties that we're going to bring into this tournament. There's stuff that we're holding back and we might hold back to a quarter-final or semi-finals, and other things as far as our selection and the way we're going to attack and defend that will be different, that we haven't seen.
What moves they have in bag has been kept secret, but Ryan says it will be minor changes to the Fijian style of game.
It would take a keen eye to spot what we're doing differently. Now, the opposition have analysed us to death, so it will take them by surprise because subtle changes at international level make big differences, and we don't want to change everything, but there's certainly one or two things we've worked hard on that we might not even show anybody for the first 2 days, because you need to have a plan and work it, and sometimes you need to hold those horses back until you're ready to let them go.
While Fiji is the top shot for a medal, this man is not taking things for granted.
This is not going to be like the women's competition where there were some fairly one-sided results and the top 4 in the world got into the semi-finals. This is a narrow field where everybody has got a shout. There's some outstanding sides. Our group could have 3 medalists easily from it. That's the quality of every group that we're here.
Ryan has already decided on the first 7 players that will take on Brazil tomorrow. Expect the starting 7 to change as they progress into the pool stages.
I think there's no doubt about it that I will change the starting 7 over the first 3 pool games, give different combinations chances, and also depending on the teams that we're playing against. Now, we have a strong 12. I have to, if we're going to win this tournament, I have to trust that 12.
The time has arrived. One more night of sleep for the fans and the players before our national team takes on the world in its bid to win gold. In Brazil, Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
FBC sports journalist Vashnil Prasad now joins us live from Rio. Vashnil, how is it all building up ahead of the maiden appearance of the Sevens Stars?
Yes, Jackie, bom dia from Brazil. We are here in the Copacabana city. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday morning, and it's approximately 2 to 2.5 hour drive from here to Diodoro Stadium, where Fiji will play today. The Fiji men's team will play today. Looking at the Fiji men's team, the team had their captain's run yesterday, where coach Ben Ryan tested the players on set pieces, lineouts and scrums, which could be the factor judged by the opponents going into the pool matches later in the day today. Players are all okay, all are prepared and are looking forward for the big match, and to start off they have Brazil and then followed by Argentina, and tomorrow they'll play USA. For coach Ben Ryan and the team, they need to win the first 2 games to step into the quarterfinals and to put a better platform going into the quarterfinals. As for the fans is concerned, well, there is less fans here. We get into the fans zone, we support the Fiji Sevens team, but the number of fans there, and we are very very vocal, and the fans here are very vocal, and there is no less support for the Fiji Sevens team when they'll take on Brazil in the first match. Brazil will come with firing with a lot. They have a home crowd in support, but the handful of fans who are here, they are based somewhere around in the Copacabana city, around our hotel, and they will be all out in numbers to support the Fiji Sevens team. The players all are looking towards the first game against Brazil, and that will set the platform going into the pool matches later in the day. That's all from here. Bon dia, Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Vashnil. Winning the gold medal in Rio will start a new legacy, not just for rugby, but for Fiji as a nation. These were the sentiments shared by former national rugby players as our men's sevens team is just hours away from their first match of the Olympic Games. Ali Kimbia has more.
National rugby players believes our boys has what it takes to create history.
It's the best that the management has selected in order for us to win the gold in Rio on Friday afternoon.
Former national sevens team hitman Sireli Nengelevuki says the onus is now on the players to deliver.
I have no doubt that this is a team that will create history for us, and all they need to do is to treat every game as a final.
As crunch time looms for our players, expectations are high that coach Ben Ryan will map out a strategy to produce that winning formula again.
Rio is just like one 7-6 series. It's not new to them, but the only difference there because they were fighting for the gold. And I know Ben Ryan will be setting them up before the game.
They're rested.
For sure, Fiji's #1 status will count for little in Rio, but the players are ready to do whatever it takes.
The Director of Public Prosecutions will not appeal the Transport and Infrastructure Minister's acquittal. DPP Christopher Pride has reviewed the ruling in the Pravin Kumar Bala case and has accepted this decision of the magistrate. Bala was charged with 1 count of dangerous driving occasioning death. He was alleged to have driven a motor vehicle in a dangerous manner that caused the death of Puna Chand in Lautoka in 2013. Pride says although there are areas of disagreement with the ruling, the DPP accepts the central premise of the court and that the state failed to prove the manner of driving was dangerous in the circumstances. 4 relatives convicted of the rape of a 15-year-old member of their family were sentenced today to jail terms ranging from 11 years to 13 years and 9 months. The court heard the victim was staying at the home of one of her uncles in 2013 and 2014 when she was sexually assaulted on several occasions by her 3 uncles and a stepbrother. According to the court, the aggravating factor in the case was the breach of family trust, as the father of the girl was in prison at the time and her mother was staying elsewhere. Still to come on FBC News, municipal councils under fire for lagging behind in work. And Venu Shipping told to seek funds to salvage sunken vessels. Stay with us.
Radio Fiji 1 nandomo ibiti na bonga dibeyaniano
Evi nakabriyao Radio Fiji 1 nandomo ibiti na bonga dibeyaniano na evangolite ay rakiraki.
Hey mami na marama ni Northland. Hey mami na utaleta na Radio Fiji 1 nandomo ibiti na bonga dibeyaniano.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nandomo ibiti na bonga dibeyaniano.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. A flood warning was issued for Wailoto today, along with a flood alert for Rakiraki and Nairukuruku. After issuing the warning, the Fiji Meteorological Office told FBC News that conditions should improve tomorrow. Rachel Nath has more.
The Fiji Met Office says their staff is on watch around the clock, but it appears the flood threats for the 3 areas will ease with the weather.
We have seen that from last Saturday, the occasional rain has been affecting most part of the country, and overnight, especially in the central and eastern division, rain has been more or less quite frequent, and in areas there have been some isolated heavy falls.
Meanwhile, the National Disaster Management Office Director Akapusi Tufangalele says they are working with divisional commissioners who are monitoring the situation on the ground. While the residents of Suva used to the wet weather, they still say it is an inconvenience.
So weather is just spoiling the mood of the studies and everything, but it's also giving us a good way to just go and sleep.
Suva is infecting our business and all the stuff in Suva. So I hope in next week it will be better weather.
The current gloomy and rainy weather is expected to clear up by tomorrow from the Western Division. Rachel Na, FBC News.
Local Government Minister Praveen Kumar is disappointed with some municipal councils. Delayed capital projects and lack of opportunities for investors was the topic of discussion during the Local Government Forum yesterday. Shireen Shivan reports.
Local Government Minister Praveen Kumar had to come down hard on municipalities that are making slow progress in completing their capital projects.
You are given funds, but there is very slow progress on those projects. You all know that. I'm not going to single out the municipal council, but just a general statement, and you must take this as a serious note from me.
The minister has warned that councils that will lag behind in their projects will no longer receive funding. The forum also heard that councils are failing to promote their towns and cities to the investors. As a result, the country is losing millions of dollars.
No one has come to me and said that I'm under pressure or there's too much work for me. So I take that as that everything is normal. So if everything is normal, then why am I receiving complaints? And then I have to call the respective CEOs and SAs to follow up on certain things. This should not be the case.
The local government minister says those officials who are delaying in processing investment applications will also be monitored. Shireen Shivan, FBC News.
Some workers employed under the Seasonal Workers Scheme who have returned home are still waiting for their superannuation payment. The issue was raised during the Minister for Employment's public consultation in Lambasa yesterday. Eleanor Tarangaivu reports.
40-year-old Matereti Tamanitokula just returned from a 6-month stint as a fruit picker in Newton, New South Wales. It's now over a month since he applied to have his superannuation paid to him.
Since that form been given from Australia, since we left, and been told to us that after our visas had expired, then we can apply for that superannuation. Since then till today, we are still waiting for our super.
Another returned worker, 37-year-old Chovesa Masiri, told the minister when he inquired about his superannuation, he was told there was nothing in his account.
I was advised that there was no super in my superannuation account. The company did not deduct any superannuation.
I suspect one of the companies that you're talking about is the company that has been suspended by the government of Australia, and it's under investigation by a Fair Works Ombudsman at the moment.
The minister also took the opportunity to urge returned workers not to withdraw their superannuation, but rather return to work under the same scheme.
I suggest to you, do not withdraw the super, but if you want to withdraw, because if you do not intend to go back, then we will assist you to have those funds transferred to you. But if you intend to go back, I suggest to you, leave it there and carry on when you return.
Corella Bissau and his team are holding public consultations in the Northern Division, targeting mainly rural isolated communities who cannot easily access the ministry's services. Eleanor Turangebu, FBC News.
The owners of sunk MV Sullivan Venu Shipping Limited have been advised to seek financial assistance in salvaging the vessel. The ship sank in the Suva harbour in December, and the salvage exercise will run into the millions, something the company is unable to afford. Savara Tambor with the details.
The Fiji Ports Corporation Limited has been trying to secure financing for the salvaging of the sunken MV Sullivan. However, they have made no real progress so far.
The next step is basically to see what are the other low-cost weather salvaging options are there. So we have to now look at other salvaging people. So, and also we have asked Venu Shipping to look into that.
Recovering the ship will cost around $20 million. Meanwhile, Venue Shipping has 2 other vessels stuck in Lebuka following TC Winston, which must also be recovered.
They have given the assurance to remove, and we have told them that unless they give a specific time frame, we have sent them official letters to saying that if they can't give a time frame, we might restrict them from operating when they bring new vessels.
Attempts by FBC News to get a comment from Venue Shipping remain unsuccessful. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
With a few hours remaining for the men's sevens competition at the Olympics to kick off, Jamie joins us now with an update from Rio.
Nakataki and good evening. Coming up in sports, fans in Fiji gear up for men's sevens competition.
मैं जुगेन नंबिलो तालिब से रेडियो फीजी 2 24 घंटे मेरे साथ साथ रहता है।
हम मंगेरी ताउका के ललेश है, हमारे दिल में और दिमाग में खाली रेडियो फीजी 2 है और सभी भाइयों से आग्रह करते हैं कि रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनना चाहिए।
मेरा नाम अभिनेश है, मैं निंदी का रहने वाला हूँ। मैं सभी समय रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें आईना प्रोग्राम रहता है।
हाय, मैं उमेश नसासा नाबुआ से। मैं जब भी सुना रेडियो फीजी 2 सुना। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
Fiji Sevens coach Ben Ryan has given his stamp of approval for the Diodoro Stadium. This is the venue where the men's Olympic sevens competition will be played beginning tomorrow. Vasnil Prasad caught up with Ryan in Brazil and filed this report.
The Fiji Sevens team were out cheering for the Fijiana Sevens team at the Diodoro Stadium. This was their first visit to the rugby venue where they will play for the next 3 days.
No, there's absolutely no dramas at all with the field or the stadium. It's a great place to play rugby.
Ryan says the pitch is somewhat like that in Dubai, where Fiji has won 2 titles.
It's all great actually. It reminds me of Dubai and the field there. It's a fast track. It hasn't got much bounce for the outside conversions, but it's a fabulous field, and we've been training on very similar standard here as well.
That aside, Ryan's focus is on Fiji's first opponent, Brazil, who will play with the home support.
It's a home nation. I watched Australia win the women's competition, their first game, but they found it hard against a team that just was in their face because it's their first game, and they'll probably have their best performance there. So all 3 teams, it's an Olympic competition. Break it down into simple things, win each game and win all 6 games and we'll win an Olympic gold medal.
Argentina and USA will be the toughest of all, both ranked highly by Ryan going into the Olympic Games.
Argentina will medal. And USA are an excellent side, and they're well coached. They have the United States Olympic Committee behind them, the biggest and most successful country in the world as far as Olympics and results are concerned, and they'll obviously be going very hard for us in day 2.
Nothing is impossible for the Fiji Sevens team. They are the best, they have world-class sevens players, but they need to keep in mind there are 2 teams in their pool who have beaten them already. In Brazil, Vasnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
The Fijiana Sevens team has finished in 8th place in the Women's Olympic Sevens tournament in Rio after losing to Spain 21-0 in the 7th place playoff this morning. The Fijiana earlier lost to USA 12-7 in the 5th place semi-final. Fiji rugby fans in Brazil have now shifted their attention to the men's competition at the Olympic Games. The rugby-loving spectators were out in full support for the Fijianas and are now preparing for the much-anticipated men's competition, where Fiji have been tagged the gold medal favourites. Rohit Deo with the story.
The much-anticipated wait will finally be over when our Sevens men's side take on the field at Diodoro Stadium tomorrow.
Everyone is waiting for tomorrow. We know that Fiji Sevens, the men's team, they're carrying the hope of the nation. I myself, as a fan, to be blessed and be fortunate to be watching the games live right here in Rio.
The Fijiana side did not lack support in Brazil, and the same is expected for the Ben Ryan coach team.
No, they are handling it very well. They've prepared it all this time, and we are coming in as the favorites. So I'm sure the management
preparing the team very well and keeping them on the cotton wool right now, just to keep them on the down low, just preparing for the first game tomorrow.
These fans may be less in numbers, but the cheers for sure will help the boys ease the pressure on them.
Not only from all Fiji supporters, Fiji-based supporters, but looking at people from around the world, those that are not Fiji nationality, everyone is, they'll be cheering for the men's team.
So it won't be just the Fijian fans backing our men's team tomorrow, but the whole Pacific Islands will get behind the team as our quest for our first gold medal continues. Rohit Dev, FBC Sports.
The nation will come to a standstill tomorrow morning when our Fiji Sevens gladiators make their debut at the Olympics. This is the moment many Fijians have been eagerly waiting for. Meli Tavanga has more.
Rugby fans have been anticipating for the Fiji Sevens boys to begin their Olympic campaign in Brazil. The Fiji flag has been flying in many homes, shops and vehicles since the boys departed. Permanent Secretary for Youth and Sports, Alison Burchell, says expectations from the team is high.
We've got a big match tomorrow, obviously, because playing the home nation is going to be a big ask in front of a home crowd, and it's going to be important for them to be able to focus on their game.
FBC Sports walk around in the streets of Suva to once again get the views of the fans.
I think that they have prepared well by the coach, Ben Ryan, and I'm sure that they're going to win gold. All the best to Fiji team as well, and I'm confident they're going to bring the gold. So go Fiji, go!
And I hope the Fiji team will bring back the gold from Rio.
Go Fiji, go! If the Fiji Sevens team wins a medal in Rio, the government has promised to give $30,000 to each player to recognize their hard work. Meli Tawanga, FBC Sports.
Australia beat New Zealand 24-17 to win the first ever Women's Olympic Rugby Sevens gold medal this morning. The Australians outscored the Black Ferns 4-3, with 2 of those coming while New Zealand's Portia Woodman was in the sin bin. Fijian archer Robert Elder has been bundled out in the round of 64 at the Olympics. Elder was beaten 6-0 by Wei Chan Heng of Chinese Taipei. In shooting, Glenn Cable has finished 23rd overall after the completion of the men's trap qualification this morning. He managed a total of 112 after 2 days of competition. USA has again taken the lead on the Olympic Games medal tally after day 3 of competition. USA has 5 gold, 7 silver and 7 bronze medals, followed by China with 5 gold, 3 silver and 5 bronze medals. Australia sits in 3rd with 4 gold and 3 bronze medals. Italy and Japan complete the top 5. I remember you can catch all the action from the Olympics on Fbctv and FBC Plus. That's it from Sports Tonight. Good evening.
Courts Fiji Limited has appointed Christina Badia as their new brand ambassador for Philips. The tennis coach and athlete says she is excited to work with the company to promote Philips' brand locally.
We're doing roadshows, a dynamic team, commercials, we're going to be doing some infotainment. So really just on Facebook as well, educating people about how to use the products, how the old style of fish and chips can now be cooked in a healthier way using.
She says she is proud to be associated with one of the best international brands. It was another cold and wet day with brisk winds sweeping the rain across the land. Lambasa recorded the warmest temperature at 32 degrees. Other centres trailed in the higher 20s. Tomorrow calls for more light showers in most parts of the country, expected to ease by midday. And looking further ahead to Thursday, fresh south winds with sunny conditions are expected. At sea, southeast winds gusting to 25 knots, rough to very rough seas. Recapping the main stories for tonight, hours remain before start of men's sevens at Rio Olympics. Former sevens reps back Fiji for gold at Rio, and DPP will not appeal against Praveen Bala's acquittal. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. This week's poll question, we are asking, are you happy with Fiji's overall Olympic performance so far? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. Good night.
Mrs. Maninrabu from Batang. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Sadakau from Vatukola. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold Naka, I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Pro Resort and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic hit music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Wotoka. I like Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.